Gotta unmute.
Oh, my mic was down. Hey, so I was debating with Roman Catholics earlier. Is Thomism is that mandatory to believe if you're a Roman Catholic? First of all,
I mean, it's ambiguous because you have Attorney Patris, which says that it's the official philosophy of the Roman Catholic Church. But obviously, Roman Catholics don't believe, Aquinas's view on Immaculate Conception, right? Because Aquinas, for example, thought Mary had original sin, and Roman Catholics think he was wrong about that. So the answer is yes and no, and so it just kind of depends on like hyper precise nuance about like if you go to Franciscan University of Steubenville, they're all going to try to get you to be Franciscans and Scotists, and they don't really care about Aquinas that much.
well, talking on the subject of what I was trying to debate with them is they were saying Actus Purus, and what I was trying to explain to them is how confusing. Action with essence or person, how that
Right.
doesn't work. But he kept saying, "Well, I'm not a don't have to follow Thomist metaphysics, be Roman Catholic." And I tried to say, "Well, I mean, he just takes everything from Aristotle," and
Yeah, like if you talk to like the Scotists will disagree with pretty fundamental Aquinas propositions. Like, for example, Scotus thinks that being is univocal for God and for creatures. Um, Thomists would totally disagree with that. They would say that's crazy.
so
So,
would it be wrong for me to say like the way I was trying to explain it to him is, well, I mean, if you're saying that, I mean, from what I understand, what Actus Purus means is you're saying that the person or essence of God is act in it of itself, identical
right.
to is okay. Well, that's what I thought it
And
meant,
that's
but they were
because
trying
they
to tell
think,
me.
well, no, I mean, I think that probably is dogmatic. I don't know how they could get around that one. I think they have to say
But that's
that.
what I was trying to pin them on,
Yeah.
and I guess if they accepted that, then that would have lost the debate. But anyways, yeah, just want to clarify that.
No,
But
I think you're basically right, but I mean, so Fourth Lateran Council uh, defines Peter Lombard's simplicity doctrine, which is a strict identity doctrine. It says that God is identical to his essence, God is identical to the names that you predicate of it or him. Um, that's a really strict doctrine that's dogmatic for them, statement of divine simplicity. Um,
yeah, them trying to run
I'm
over.
trying to think if there
Yeah,
is a specific dogmatic statement like God is pure act. I don't actually know if there is a specific dogmatic statement, but like every dogmatic manual will say that. So they might technically be able to say, well, I don't have to accept the phrase God is reducible to pure act, but it's like, okay, so all the dogmatic manuals are wrong. I mean, I guess you could argue that position, but I thought Roman Catholicism was going to give us like clarity and certitude. So they're all wrong on the basic definition of God as reducible to pure
oh
act. I
yeah, I
mean,
mean, I
that's
guess, but one time you were saying a quote from Losky that I don't remember where it's from. If you can recognize it, the quote was, "The actions of God would not be the actions of a free agent if he was pure act. The actions become emanation."
I'm not sure off the top of my head. It's probably in.
Maybe you weren't quoting it. Maybe you're paraphrasing it.
Well, I mean, if I'm paraphrasing or quoting, it has to be from. See, I'm at my Florida place, and I don't have any of my Losky books here, but it's probably from Vision of God or maybe mystical theology. Sounds like it could be in there.
All right, I appreciate it, man.
Read it again. What stated again?
The quote that from what you said was, "The actions of God would not be the actions of a free agent," according to Losky, saying that the actions become emanations if he's pure act.
Yes, I think this is when he's talking about Gilson. Um, Let me see that because I remember him. It is probably mystical theology.
All right, I'll see it eventually if that's the case.
You have that book, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's either that one or Image of God. I
Image.
think
Okay, I didn't
it's
write
one of
that
those
down.
two. Yeah. So
Image.
there's image and likeness. There's vision of God, and then there's mystical theology. It also might be in dogmatic theology. I apologize. I just,
No, you're good.
it's
I know
probably
that's a
where he's
really
talking about
specific
Jill.
question. Yeah. So, but yeah,
Yeah. Well, if you read all of Vlosky's books, you'll eventually come across it. So,
yeah, I'm on that.
'cause it
That tongue catalyse got me feeling locked in. So I appreciate the putting me on.
will, dude. It'll make you ready to like jump and scream and shout and do whatever. But thank you, Vane.